We have some breaking news to get to here on a Tuesday on the 49ers Report by Chat Sports. I am your host, Chase Sr. Raheem Mostert out for the year. Also, San Francisco has brought in a running back to help replace him. But first, shout out to today's sponsor, Magic Spoon, for making today's show possible. You can get $5 off your checkout by going to magicspoon.com/49ers Report. That link is in the description of this video. So Raheem Mostert out for the year. Kyle Shanahan said yesterday in his press conference with the media after that Lions victory that Mostert was originally going on IR because he tore knee cartilage off of his knee, and he was going to be lost for 8 weeks. But after consulting with doctors, Mostert has decided it's the best for him to undergo surgery. He actually broke the news himself on Twitter saying this: "It was very lengthy. We'll break it down for you. Faithful. After consulting with multiple doctors and weighing my options, I will be having season-ending knee surgery to repair my knee. This gives me, without a doubt in my mind, the best possibility at coming back 110%. I have always come back stronger, and I will this time too. I have faith in myself, my doctors, my support system, my team, and God. He makes no mistakes. I'm gutted. This sucks. This is obviously not what I worked so hard for. I wish more than anything I could be out there on the field with my brothers. Thank you for your support in our decision. I'm far from done." Unfortunately for Mostert, he's dealt with a plethora of injuries throughout his career. This is yet another one. Tom Pelissero saying this on Twitter as well from the NFL Network. Running back Raheem Mostert will undergo cartilage repair surgery and is looking at a roughly 6-month recovery, I'm told. Mostert's agent Brett Tessler tells me, quote, "We decided to take the best option for his long-term health. We expect that he'll be back next season at 100%. So that is the news coming from Mostert himself as well as Tom Pelissero. Now it's your opportunity to sound off in the comment section. Yes, with this organization, with this franchise, we are once again talking about injuries. Yesterday, it was about Jason Verrett and his torn ACL and Mostert going on IR. Now Mostert lost for the year. What is your one-word reaction to all of this? Let me know in the comment section down below. This really sucks for Raheem Mostert. He has a pretty fascinating career. You look at everything that he's done throughout his career, and he's had to be a dog about it. You go back to 2015, coming out of Purdue, he was undrafted. And in 2015 and 2016, he spent time on the roster of 6 teams across the National Football League. Active rosters, as well as practice squads in training camp, the regular season, as well as in the preseason. Then he was able to land with the 49ers from 2016 up until this present day and carved out a pretty good career for himself after he was looked at and considered a journeyman. As for who will replace Raheem Mostert, Adam Schefter of ESPN did report that the Niners have signed Kerryon Johnson, who was a former second-round pick out of Auburn by the Detroit Lions. He got off to a pretty solid start in his NFL career, spent the preseason this year with the Philadelphia Eagles. He is going to sign on with the Niners as part of their 53-man roster spot. So with Dre Kirkpatrick signing at cornerback yesterday and Kerryon Johnson signing today, there is one spot available on the 53-man roster and one spot available on the practice squad. Adam Schefter saying this with Raheem Mostert announcing today that he is out for the year with a knee injury he sustained versus Detroit. The Niners are now signing former Lions running back Kerryon Johnson to their practice squad per his agent Drew Rosenhaus. So conflicting reports as we react to this minutes after this news being made official that Johnson is signing on the Niners practice squad. I've seen some reports about Johnson signing on the 53-man roster. Before we break down some of the other options to replace Mostert currently on the 49ers roster, shout out to Magic Spoon for making today's show possible. This cereal, absolutely delicious and very healthy for you. And per serving, you really get it all. 14 grams of protein, 0 grams of sugar, 4 grams of net carbs, and all of the flavors that Magic Spoon is trotting out there, straight up delicious. So one more time, you can get $5 off your purchase by using that link at the bottom of your screen, magicspoon.com/49ers Report. Every bowl of cereal that you take down from Magic Spoon, it's under 200 calories. And by using that link down below, you can get a box, you can grab 4, and if you don't like it, guaranteed money back. As for the running backs on this roster who are going to replace Raheem Mostert, a lot of young players. Elijah Mitchell, rookie 6th-round pick out of Louisiana, who flashed a lot against the Lions in Week 1. Trey Sermon was a surprise inactive as a healthy scratch in Week 1 against Detroit. JaMycal Hasty had a terrific preseason that carried over into Week 1. Thought he caught the ball out of the backfield well against the Lions and ran it hard, just like he did in the preseason. Even had a touchdown run. And then Kerryon Johnson, is he going to be part of the 53-man roster or the practice squad? Only time will tell. We will figure this out in the lead up to this Week 2 game against the Philadelphia Eagles. Speaking of Elijah Mitchell, what he did against the Lions, fabulous. In his first career game as a professional, 19 carries, 104 yards, 1 touchdown, took it to the house on a 39-yard tutty, and he ran with physicality, he ran with decisiveness. A couple of the cuts that he had, he looked quick in making his decisions. He looked as though he was a seasoned veteran. He knew where to go with the football on those 19 totes. And the thing with Mitchell that we didn't see in Week 1 that I think he can continue to flash is his pass catching ability out of the backfield. Obviously, Kyle Shanahan loves his running backs who are versatile, who are dual threat guys who can run between the tackles, outside, around the edge, or they can be pass catchers as well. Josh Dubow said this about Mitchell's historic performance in Week 1. We talked about this yesterday on the channel. 49ers 6th-round pick Elijah Mitchell, the first rookie since the merger, drafted in round 4 or later to rush for 100-plus yards in a season opener. Previous high was 96 for 6th-rounder Alfred Morris in 2012 for Washington. His offensive coordinator at that point, Kyle Shanahan. His running backs coach, Bobby Turner, who is now the Niners running backs coach, one of the best in the business. Let's get to Trey Sermon now. This is a player who Kyle Shanahan really pinpointed and identified in the draft. They moved up to take Sermon out of Ohio State in the 3rd round. For him to be a surprise, healthy scratch for Week 1 against the Lions, that's not a good sign because Mostert missed some time in preseason and training camp. Jeff Wilson is on PUP. He's expected to return at some point later this season. Trey Sermon had a golden opportunity to really maintain and regain a lot of the carries from Mostert and didn't really do that in the preseason or in training camp. Healthy scratch Week 1, he's going to be active against the Philadelphia Eagles. I'm not pushing the panic button all that much with this news about Mostert. Why is that? Because in Kyle Shanahan's outside zone scheme, he does a terrific job of opening up running lanes for his running backs, but also utilizing them in the pass game as well. But the development of running backs during this Kyle Shanahan regime has been fantastic. Nobody across the National Football League, you can make this argument, has done a better job of utilizing running backs and maximizing their skill sets than Kyle Shanahan and Bobby Turner, two of the best in the business at their respective crafts. There's also this that I want to hit on before we get out of here. I know that fantasy football is so important nowadays because people have financial ties to their fantasy football leagues. And when Mostert went down early in that game against the Lions, people were attacking him on social media as well as his family and his wife. For all of you who are doing that, you're absolute frauds, and you deserve no place in this world if you're getting butthurt about your own fantasy football leagues because a player suffers an injury. So for those of you who do that and take to the mean Twitter streets to be keyboard thugs, but you never say anything to any of these people in person, screw you. So I mentioned some of the 49ers running backs on this roster. Now that Mostert is done for the year, who do you think is going to be the leading rusher for San Francisco this season? Drop a name in the comment section down below. And let me remind you, this is why you subscribe. Nobody's doing what we're doing here on the 49ers Report by Chat Sports. We're almost at 40,000 subscribers. We do live watch parties during game day, hit you with the latest news and rumors, live shows every Tuesday. Be sure to join us today. We're going live 7 o'clock Eastern, 4 o'clock Pacific, and we have fun. We encourage audience interaction, but when breaking news happens, we have you covered within minutes. YouTube.com/49ers TV, or even easier, hit that red subscribe button down below, and thanks for making the 49ers Report a part of your day.